Hello and welcome. You're watching the Global Poker League Summer Series live from Las Vegas. I am Laura Cornelius. Yesterday it was a doubleheader, and in that last match we saw Bryn Kenny, manager of the New York Rounders, versus Anatoly Filatov of the Moscow Wolverines. Anatoly took it down 2-1. Today we have another great match lined up for you. It's top scorer Fedor Holz of the LA Sunset versus Igor Kurganov of the London Royals.
Hello, my babies, and welcome to the Global Poker League Summer Series. I am Joe Stapleton. He is Eric Danis. We are here from the GPL Arena. We are live in the Hacienda Business Park in Las Vegas, Nevada. Things have finally cooled down from yesterday. Eric and I can breathe once again, and hopefully we get out of here before high noon because we are going to roast again today. Who are we going to roast?
Well, roasting, by the way, I'm sorry about that fainting again yesterday. I had to perform CPR, but you weren't passed out, which was weird. Match?
Well, he's handsome for a man.
Match number 100, Joe. We've hit the century mark in the GPL, and boy, what a great match we have in store today. They're all here.
No, the confetti guys. I mean, come on.
Look at this doozy. It's LA, it's London, it's Fedor Holz and Igor Kurganov.
Where's the confetti, guys?
Yeah, we're waiting for the confetti, but speaking of confetti.
Where's the confetti?
These two, obviously superstars in poker. You know, we get accused of overhyping some matches and some players. I don't think we're going to do that here. These are just your average run-of-the-mill players.
I like to call this the either-or match. Who's going to win? Either-or.
Did you hear that Fedor was a little sick? He doesn't feel well.
Fedor. He's not feeling very well.
Yeah, he's suffering from having won a tournament in 5 days disease.
Yeah. Hey, that was good. Confetti, go!
We're still waiting for the confetti.
Damn it.
Still coming.
All right, let's take a look at some league standings. Let's look at Eurasia.
Yeah. My favorite continents. Eurasia, the Wolverines, of course, picking up steam here. The first team to hit the 28 matches played plateau. A win yesterday by Anatoly Filatov. Couldn't come at the, it was the best time for them to win. 6-3 against Bryn Kenny. The manager races there. 110 points for the Wolverines, and on top, Hong Kong Stars at 103. The London Royals at 100 points. Then it gets a little rough for the Paris Aviators. A loss by Mike Leah yesterday. That's his second loss inside the cube. He's at 95 points. However, the Berlin Bears and the Rome Emperors are still struggling. It's 15 and 20 points there. They are behind, Joe. We keep on saying that there's still time, but time is starting to run out. So the clock is on. They're on the hot seat, both of those teams. I'm putting them on the hot seat. A lot of work needs to be done in the summer series and then the following few weeks before the race to San Diego,
as you know it. A Wales, not going to say that word.
Thing.
A Wales. So you said time is running out, right?
Oh.
Forgot my watch today, too. Everything is just going wrong today. I'm going to mix things up, guys. Now let's take a look at the standings for the Americas.
Well done, sir.
Oh, they're so quick. They're on top of it, even though I try to throw them a curveball.
No, they're good. They're good. Folks will notice that the Montreal Nationals suddenly have 127 points. That's off the final ruling, the decision on the forfeited match by the London Royals against Montreal on Sunday. 6 points were ordered for Montreal for that match. Joe, we spoke with both managers, with Marc-André and with Liv, and came to this conclusion that 6 points were to be awarded for the Nationals.
It's really weird because I thought they should get all 9 points, while meanwhile you thought you should be able to give the London Royals manager a spanking, which was a weird thing to go in with that being your case, Eric. So
Igor was upset at that too. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's just a weird thing to ask for. So you guys settled on 6 points. So but no spanking.
No, well, That's still a negotiation, but no, that's not going to happen. One of the reasons, by the way, we did not, the Montreal doesn't get the full 9 points is it's a little unfair to the other teams in the conference. It's not their fault that the player did not show up for that London match. So, we wanted to make it as fair as possible. So 6 points makes sense. 2 wins is what people usually expect in the cube. So 6 points for Montreal. That extends their lead. I think Marc-Andre will be very happy with that. He basically got 6 points for beating this guy on a 1-hour contract.
Yeah, I'll take that. No, it's good. I've heard my name, and well, not my name. I saw you motioning to me, so any attention is good attention. It's time now to turn our attention to our player from the LA Sunset, Igor Kurganov. It's not Igor. It's not Igor at all. He plays for the London Royals. I got my either-ors mixed up. My either-ors. It's Fedor Holz who plays for the LA Sunset. He's on the floor with Laura Cornelius.
Thanks, Joe. It is indeed Fedor Holz, GPI World #1. What tournaments have you been winning this week, Fedor?
So far, nothing. It's been a rough week.
Tough, tough at the top, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you played Sorel Mitzi here last week in the cube. It went okay for you.
Yeah, it was fun.
Talk us through it. 9 points, just a clean sweep.
I don't know. I think I played well, and I got lucky in the right moments. So, yeah. I mean, it's just 3 matches, so it goes fast.
How did you find playing a competitor like Sorel? Because he's quite loud in the cube.
It was nice. Actually, I really enjoyed it. You had some nice talks going on. It wasn't that boring. It's just rough when you have to play this, and then you have to play other tournaments. Can be a long day.
Tough, but you're winning everything, so just keep doing what you're doing. Igor is in the cube with you today. How are you excited about that? It's going to be a different game to Sorel? You can expect much chat from him?
Yeah, I mean, he's a chatterer, that's for sure. But I think it's going to be a little tougher.
And we just saw the standings. LA Sunset in second place. 11 points behind first place Montreal.
2
but
after
you said,
today.
Easy. There you go. Confidence speaks. You're going for the clean sweep then?
I mean, it's a habit now, so.
Feeling confident, feeling pumped. He's ready to get inside the cube for game 1. Best of luck, Fedor. Back to you guys at the desk.
Good to hear straight from the Holtz's mouth.
Oh, well done.
So, yeah, we did mention that Fedor said that he's not really feeling very well.
Yeah, I think it's the ARIA flu.
The ARIA flu. I think there's only the Rio flu, and it just permeates any place, anyone. Last night I was out with some friends, and they suggested we go to the Rio, and I was like, I haven't been there yet, and I kind of want to break the streak. Good night. And I just went home.
Wow.
Yeah, because I didn't want to go there. Because look at this. Look at this picture of health. Okay, I'm not messing with that.
It's great. It's great that you were home by 7:30. It's amazing. That's a really hot date there, Joe.
Some people like to keep it short and sweet.
Now, let's be honest. I was already home, therefore did not even have a date, so there you go.
You don't have to re-insult yourself. Just burn me. Just burn me.
It's like my Canadian. I had to apologize some way.
Just burn me and enjoy the burn. Don't even sweat it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm really not good at this.
You just.
Hey, do you want to talk numbers? I'm good at that.
So much to learn. Okay, fine. What numbers do you want to talk about?
We can maybe take a look at Fedor Holtz's numbers.
Okay, dokie.
Look at that. His best GPI world rank is #1. That is his current rank, of course.
Hey!
The #1
This
rank.
kid's #1?
He is, for the second straight week. After 22 weeks of Steve O'Dwyer, we performed a little haircut, a little shave, and there we have Fedor Holz taking over the world. #1 in the world. He's played the most matches in the GPL, Joe. That's 11. He's walking the plank now. He's going to soon live. Maria will have to sit him very shortly because he's going to break
It's
the
tough,
bank with him.
confusing, awesome managers.
That's right.
You know
Both
what?
very awesome people. Speaking of awesome, 50 points for Fedor Holz. That's first in the league. 32 points in 6-max competition, 18 points in heads-up. So he's played well in both competitions. No surprise there. 3 wins, 3 out of 11. So that's a little, he wants to improve on that, of course. 62% total points efficiency. That is a great ranking, 12th in the league for someone that's played so much. That's really, really an effective player. And as we know, he sits first in the rankings when it comes to top scores, and Olivier Busquet is third. That explains why the LA Sunset are doing so well so far this season.
I just want to say something about my date from last night that you referenced. So just in case she's watching, I just want I'm texting with 2 other people. So.
Oh yeah. Why are people in the truck yelling at us to move on from this? I'm really interested by what's going on.
Let's take a look at Igor's stats.
Yeah, the great Igor Kurganov, his best GPI world rank at number 7, currently ranked number 29 in the world. He's played 5 matches so far, so an active player. 19 points, which ties him for 20th in the league. 10 points in 6 max, 9 points in heads up. We'll remember that his heads up is not, he's not fared so well in heads up. A shutout against George Danzer and a loss to Dario Sammartino. So only 1 win, but still a great showing so far by Igor Kurganov. He was part of that incredible week 1 matchup with Davide Kitai, where both players were just on fire in that 6 max competition, 46% rating. So that will most likely improve in the next few weeks.
I am very excited for this either-or match. Now, we've already heard from one or. Now we have to hear from the other or. This time it is Igor Kurganov, and he is with Loror.
Is that my name now? Igor Kurganov, debut for you inside the cube today. Are you excited about this?
Definitely. It looks great, right?
Yeah.
I like the flashing colors. Do we still get those during the game as well?
We'll see what we can do. We can like put some pretty colors on. You can pretend like you're at EDC maybe if you want to.
Yeah, I missed it, so it would be very
We'll
good.
do that for you, I think. Let's talk through your stats. We just saw 19 points for you. It was a bit of a disappointing start for the GPL online stuff, but we saw some great action from you. George Danza, obviously, you played against, and Dario Sammartino as well.
Yeah, the Dario match was really fun because we were talking to each other for the first time instead of just talking to the viewers. So we can do that again with Fedor today. And, well, I mean, I did lose, so maybe I shouldn't. George didn't go so well. I was actually pretty happy with how I played. And the 6 maxes did well. It was only 5 matches so far, so it all can be turned around.
Today, though, up against GPI world #1, and not only that, GPL top scorer with 50 points.
It's the one who's the most fun to beat, right?
I guess so. How are you feeling about it?
Pretty good. It's a bit early, but otherwise pretty good.
And how often have you played against Fedor in a heads-up situation?
We actually never made a heads-up tournament of anything, I think. We probably played some heads-up online in sit-and-goes. So that was short stack poker. We'll get to that here as well.
Okay, well, exciting stuff. They are about to make their way for game 1 into the cube. This will be Fedor Holz of the LA Sunset versus Igor Kurganov of the London Royals.
All right, I got an idea for a brilliant piece of viral marketing. I'm calling it brilliant right now.
Do it.
Whatever team loses this match, we film them getting absolutely berated by their team manager, like in a dank room, sitting on a chair, and just getting shouted at. So either by Maria or Liv, just pacing around them, shouting and pointing fingers. And maybe if they feel like it,
that's going to happen.
Yeah,
no matter what.
We do that video, but then maybe they feel like it. Maybe they make a choice from the leather section of the wardrobe rack.
Yeah,
that's all.
I like it.
So just some marketing, some potential marketing.
Joe, I don't want to say that Maria was upset at Chance Kornuth when he did that pretty bonehead move of losing on the first hand when he was playing at the European Poker Awards that you were hosting, and probably you forced him to go all in that first hand. But she was upset, and when we next saw Chance in the cube, he had a broken foot.
Well, not a broken foot. He was on crutches, though, right?
But I wanted to make it more effective. People don't know it's not broken.
It could be a broken foot.
It could
I don't
be broken
know.
by
I
now.
shouldn't have said that.
He's not been to the doctor.
He said it's a sprain. He went, I fell down the stairs.
Yeah. And then Maria was there, and he looked away.
Yeah, so Maria. He was very uncomfortable around Maria. Maria went to fix her hair. Did you see that when Maria went, and he was like,
yeah.
He just sort of cowered.
And we've seen Igor walking around here. He's pretty he's gun shy right now. He's upset.
Okay, so today is the battle of the either-ors. Igor versus Fedor. 50,000 in chips for each player to kick things off. Blinds start at 2 and 400, and they last for how long? Pop quiz.
4 minutes, Sabs?
He got it. They last 4 minutes. That's when the blinds go up. Mr. Igor Kurganov.
Hey, confetti! Man, Igor's the best.
That's great. Jeez, how did he even know? He's playing on the show. He's watching the show. He's working in props.
I'm looking for a clean sweep from Igor now. He's my man. Thank you, Igor.
Man,
Sorry,
Fedor.
man.
I don't know which person in that relationship I'm more jealous of, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks great on camera.
You know what, though? We got to get to poker. We got to play poker. So it's time for poker to the power of 3. Let's kick it on down to the cube.
Players, please enter the cube.
Yeah, please enter.
Get in touch, guys. Chat along with us.
Oh, no?
Twitch.tv/GPL. Tag your tweets. GPL.
Fedor seems to have no sound.
Jim Pam Laundry.
I hear you. The game also already started, Fedor, so if you don't have any sound, it's just how it is.
Eric, why is there a bunch of smudges on your computer screen where Igor's face is?
I can't answer. There are, actually.
Come on.
You can have that firsthand.
And you'll remember yesterday, Bryn Kenny was in that position, so you understand what's going on.
You know what? Right back. Oh, wow. 50,000 exactly. That's nice.
Pappy Van Winkle on Twitter says 2 monsters go head and head today on the GPL. It's the warm-up for the real show, which is the 3 of us. Woohoo!
You get 6.
I like this here. Shut the door, drop the hammer. Let's get this match on the road.
Would be nice if the screen was way, way bigger, and then I can really see which card you're looking at. Like this is oh, wow.
Yes, Igor?
Yeah. I just learned a great way also to confuse one or to annoy one. I'll use it later. Thanks to your coughing.
Oh, God.
Okay, that's really annoying. That is really annoying.
You know, Igor Kurganov is the exact reason why you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, because I would never be friends with that guy.
Right.
Just looking at him?
Yeah.
No way. No way.
This button.
Not my chair, not my
I like the
problem.
music. It's kind of intense, right?
But he's the awesomest dude ever.
He
I
is.
love him.
Makes so small.
I mean, I'm sure Fedor's
No,
great
that's
too.
why I like the button, because it makes it big.
You made just one pot, right?
Right. The good old pot button.
The good old pot button. The Baron of London wouldn't agree, probably.
The Baron of London, Olivia Borie, of course. See, I did it just for you.
The Baroness?
Yeah. Borie.
Actually, Baroness from G.I. Joe did remind me of Liv quite a bit,
Oh, yeah,
actually.
I see it. Huh.
I like it. It is like live poker, right?
I mean, in the same way that I'm just unhealthily obsessed with both of them.
Right.
I think the screen though should be like up here, so I can.
So
I don't
you
have
just
to
directly look?
I don't have to look up and down.
Oh, it's movement. Oh, wow. Can I show you one card? 1-3? Is that all right?
That's okay. You won't be able to hurt my feelings.
Well, with time, you know.
With time. Maybe with
Not
time.
banking on it yet, but like, depends how many 3s I show you.
It does.
Okay, well, I guess we can commentate on some of the action now that they're taking it seriously. It's not really much to commentate on this hand, though. I picked an awkward time to start that.
Don't bet.
Too late. Too late.
Fedor.
Fedor. Fedor is aggressivo.
They say 2 Germans, but it's actually 2 Russians playing, right?
I'm gonna check.
Igor turns a wheel draw. Ace high still the best hand. Hey, how about that? Get one guy in the audience. He picked a great day to come out.
Yeah, he picked an amazing day.
Yeah. He did miss the New Kids on the Block opening that we practiced because I took things a different direction. But maybe tomorrow.
Copyright laws killed us there. Yeah, to that guy, thank you for using StubHub. Apparently $600 this ticket went for on StubHub.
Man, scalping's just disgusting.
I agree.
6.
Yes.
I did notice that he was sitting in your ticket section, though, Eric.
Yeah,
Which is bizarre.
As hosts, we get 4 free tickets every match.
Yeah, and so just wondering how it was that he got that off StubHub, yet he's in one of your seats.
As a former Ticketmaster employee, I never would do that. He used Ticket Exchange, a legal scalping Ticketmaster company.
I don't think, by the way, that the fact that you work for Ticketmaster
for 12 years.
as your like claim to ethical fame is really holds the sort of weight you think it does, Eric.
All right, Stapes, that's actually a fair point.
Because here, check this out, right?
River.
I don't know. It's an alright river, I'd say. Good check, though. Wait, what is the button we like? Bet half pot, right?
Yeah, don't get me started on Eddie Vedder, okay?
Igor has a straight, everybody.
Are you sure? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Yep.
That's the one. And Igor is going to get bet into by Fedor, who looks like... No, he did not bet. Looked like he was going to try to fire off the old semi-bluff. Maybe figure that Igor is going to hit this board a lot. Maybe doesn't hit it as hard. Yeah, I don't know about those either. I'm just going to leave it at that. Is going to hit it hard enough to not fold. And Fedor folds the worst hand.
To win was a straight. Whew. Half pot.
Igor raising. Jack 5. Fedor makes the call at 6-4 and flops a pair.
The music is so intense. It's like in the shows where you have to like play with the wire and like move it through.
Can you hear that again? Wait,
Try it. I can hit it. What are we at? We raised the stakes? No, not yet. Oh, you raised. That makes sense.
I raised the stakes.
Yeah, you did.
Igor's got a hand. He's not folding pre-flop. Flops another gut shot.
DGen999 asking, where's the jungle? Your little insider scoop, jungle is coming to Las Vegas, but only for the last few weeks.
You take some really awesome pauses there.
I really did not want to go
mean,
there. I'm so sorry. That was
maybe
not
I
on
just
purpose.
maybe I'm just so twisted, but I just can't.
That was not my intention,
Such-
although great joke.
Speaking of jungle coming, there was a very pregnant pause. Fedor goes runner, runner, flush. Igor misses. And he may feel like he's got a bluff at this with only jack high.
No. 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 Wrong time.
Oh, look at this. Look at this matchup.
Are we allowed to say Jackson 5, or do we get sued for that?
Balance, my friend.
You are. Definitely.
Do, re, mi. 1, 2, 3.
Without reverse tells, this wouldn't be fun, right? Like,
I think it could all go in right here.
you can actually come over and see my cards because I can hide them.
He doesn't need to. He has the same cards.
We can hang out.
I think it's also part of the skill. You gotta click the button fast enough.
Yeah, definitely.
I am the button.
So both players catch bottom pair. Not bottom pair anymore, though. Check, check on the end. This hand is going to end in a chop. And you know what people sometimes talk about?
That they all love?
Some of them
That's all right.
like or rather fond of, or maybe even could see themselves one day marrying a chop pot.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather that than losing.
Yeah, give it all to me.
And I'm giving you this one as well.
Wow. I would have folded.
Wow.
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 That,
Pair for Igor, 2 overs for Fedor. It's the either or battle. Who's going to win? Either or.
Ooh, chippy.
So, Joe, in the past 7 days, Fedor Holz has won a Aria 25K.
Uh-huh.
Oh, hold on. And another Aria 25K.
Uh-huh.
So about $650,000
Just the 2?
in 10 days. Yeah, just the 2. Little disappointed. None in the past 5 days, so that's really disappointing.
just relaxed by the music, you know.
Do you know how many people out there think that if they could afford to enter 25Ks, they would win 25Ks?
Yeah, at the GPI we hear that a lot about scoring, you know, and saying they're playing small fields, but when you're playing 110 players at the Aria, you or I are not in that field, Joe. And that's
only,
nothing to say.
I mean,
against-
only if it's the noon Wednesday tournament in February.
Right, but usually those don't spend 25,000.
No,
to
exactly.
enter that event.
You just said 110 player field at the Aria.
Right.
That's all. I was
Yeah.
like, well, there's one way we could be in that field, and then the 25K way, no.
No, that's
No,
not
we
gonna
would not.
happen. No.
I agree.
Just to give you an example here, his last win was against Stephen Chidwick, heads up. He's not bad. And the one previous to that, Bryn Kenny 5th and Dominic Nietzsche 6th. So some good players there.
Fedor.
Fedor also finished 18th in a $1,500 no-limit event, 6 max at the WSOP.
Back to you. I don't race.
Think
Good fold, Igor.
I wouldn't have folded.
Yeah, you can race there. I don't like it. Even if you don't have it. What is 5-1?
Just to wrap up on Fedor, that's $9.2 million in earnings this month, Joe. This year. Just under $5 million in June, and we are June 23rd. Still plenty of time to get some more stuff as we're posing for the camera, but the camera's not looking at us. Nope.
What's happening in this hand? Pair of 9s for Igor. That seems like a pretty good hand. It seems like it's a good hand at Showdown. Does Igor think he can get value out of ace high or a smaller pair? It looks like he does.
I like that bet a lot.
Do you like the size of the bet, the aesthetic of the way 3260 looks, all of the above?
All of the above. Yeah, 3260 is what I prefer the best. That 60 on the end is nice.
Do you like the fact that we can see all the hole cards so we know it's a great value bet?
Yeah. Yes. Because if I had 9-7 not knowing what Igor had, I would have folded a long time ago.
Well, I would definitely be here, but I would just not get any river value.
Oh, he is punching, I think. Whoa!
And this is something that is never in my arsenal, ever.
Let me see.
Let me see.
Let me see what happened.
Oh, boy.
I'm not raising anymore.
Oh no, we're fighting, guys.
Not anymore.
What if Fedor was super aggressive? How hard do you think Igor, like that could get so awkward?
It's a very raisable hand, right? Could just stick it in there.
That is a very raisable hand.
Maybe I should. What do you think? No, really.
I mean, now it's kind of weird.
You're supposed to be
Yeah,
the best.
of course it's weird. Why would you want to
if
put
you
yourself
didn't
in this
look, right?
spot?
Fedor. Fedor, I think you made a very light raise with like a queen 9, jack 9.
So you see Igor there has moved the bar to an all-in situation, but has not clicked anything yet.
Actually, we'll also raise a 10, which you check back often enough.
I can tell you what he did this time. He did not have a 10. Next question.
That card fairly often. If you have 5-7, you continue betting on the turn, I guess. Not always, though. Jack 8, definitely. You take it. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
Oh, too late. It's gone.
What do you have?
Oh,
you
he
have
needs
to
to
watch.
tell.
No,
Rewatch.
you have to say. I show you my,
Rewatch.
bro, I show you my card.
Bro.
No, so you have to say that.
I had ace high.
Ace high?
Yeah.
Wow, not even a catcher? Like a blocker of anything?
Ace 3.
Yeah, he's not going to like that.
Now I feel bad. You made it.
Liv, when it seemed like Fedor wasn't going to tell Igor, did you get upset? That's a question for you, Liv. Were you like, what? Top pair for Fedor. Up and down for Igor. The battle of the either-ors.
We learned during the night that Liv Boré would not be playing this match. She just made a day 2, so Igor stepping in. Not a bad substitute player to have on your bench.
Could have had the battle of the Borors.
Right.
Or Boars.
Or Boars.
Thick Gravy
I'm sorry?
on Twitch says, Fedor, a true innovator, bluff raising on the river, then complimenting the strength of your opponent's holding as you stare over his shoulder at his sportification tablet. I'm with you, man. He is a true innovator.
You didn't read Thick Gravy's full.
Sure didn't.
Okay.
And getting it through. Sorry, that was what he left off. Top pair still good. Ah, it just sucks. You miss all the time, right? You just never hit.
Igor's quieted down now. I like this.
I think he feels a little, I don't know if he tilts, but he's definitely, I think, just reeling, whatever his version of reeling is from the ace-3 play by Fedor.
So many options.
Yeah, of course, a lot expected from both of these players, both first-round selections. Igor's not played. He's played good, but the results have not been very satisfactory in heads-up competition, so a lot of pressure on him.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bet the minimum.
You have to check in that spot, I think. Just check. Okay, minimum is
We could do an entire match where
I think this is a tell.
they tell each other what to do.
It's so close to 9 deuce off.
You're both smiling. You're really telling each other they have a bad hand, and whoever bets first wins.
All in.
Lines are up.
I was also wondering, is it binding what we say in here?
No.
We'll see.
Like last time, Sorel, like,
I don't think it's binding.
yeah, it's like he said like, okay, I call and pressed, like, and then it took like 20 seconds until the cards turned up, and I said like straight, and then I thought, oh my god, he didn't like click the button. That would have been like, that would have been pretty mean.
Everything gets real at some point. It's like, I'm gonna bet.
Yeah. Oh, I just flopped an ace.
I mean, do you guys want me to say what's happening here? It seems pretty obvious. Top pair for Fedor, gut shot for Igor.
Igor has yet to hit anything that has not gotten him in trouble, except for that hand where he had 9s and still lost. Due to a great river raise by Fedor Holz.
I saw it coming.
I know. I just really wanted it faster done. So, oh no, I should have played slower actually. Then you get the bigger big blind. What a fish.
Yep. Fish.
Such a fish.
What am I gonna do? Check.
That was bad.
Check. The snap check back.
I have a few snaps.
Like, I'm not particularly good at analysis, but I'm not really sure what I can say about check to showdown.
I win.
It's we can do that.
Sorry.
8.
Cull Warrior says, this does seem rigged. Igor isn't getting any good hands. Because, Eric, as you know,
At the GPL, we'd want to insult Igor Kurganov and Olivier Bourret.
I
That's our goal.
I just thought about more like in real life how you always get good hands.
Right.
I like that.
It's
You
true.
never go on like a cold run of cards
Yeah.
ever in real life.
Look what you're doing here.
Igor James, the ace high. It looked like Fedor is going to fold the king.
To be fair, Fedor has not gone through this yet. He's never had a cold deck in his life.
You just did though.
Joe, you'll remember when Ole Shemyon did not have one bad card for about 2 years.
You know it.
Dan Coleman had a pretty good rigged run himself.
That's right.
It's so hard to see how much exactly you have.
Who's the right, who's the left here with the time bank?
It's impossible to see how much exactly they have, but simple mathematics.
Yeah, it's 100 minus your stack. Boom.
Oh, okay.
I gotta tell you though, for some reason, that doesn't
I know.
it doesn't come to you in there.
I'd like to see that.
We both have infinite. Like, I don't think we will ever.
Is that a... Yeah, that was the tell from before.
We're gonna be all in pre-flop.
I guess.
Igor is ahead.
15 lines.
Yeah.
Fedor is gonna need to hit, and
Restart.
Igor is very likely to double up.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, boy.
That's okay. Make this man two pair.
Run like Fedor.
Give this man his well-deserved two pair.
No.
So close to a two-pair.
10 on the
I
river.
really wanted a two-pair as well.
Ace holds. Igor doubles up.
Makes you win the hand.
Joe, quick Ole Shemyon story. At the GPI World Cup last year, Ole busted, or Team Germany busted, as Ole lost 2 hands in a row with aces, and he admitted to us that he had not lost with aces in about 2 years.
Wow.
That's a good run. And he lost 2 hands in a row with aces.
I'm surprised it didn't last longer. Aren't you supposed to win every time with aces?
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's
Half
tricky.
card. It's okay.
Fedor's actually ahead here still with his 2 threes. Not anymore. He does pick up a flush draw.
Oh, these guys.
Just to the side.
Someone asked earlier if someone dies at the end of this match. With Fedor being so sick, someone might actually die inside the cube. Thrill saying, wow, Fedor missed. Yeah, it is shocking. That last hand.
Yeah. That's good. Don't make me call.
Oh. You were calling that?
No. But I can only fold, right? If you bet. Such a beautiful hand.
Oh, you limped. No, that doesn't make sense. I have the button, and I can only check or...
It's because the blinds just went up. Sometimes it's like...
Okay, so now I
That's
have to
weird.
choose the size. Okay.
Things getting a little funky pre-flop with the 8 highs.
That was weird. I don't even know right now how much I raised to. It's like a little.
To 8,500, very small.
Yeah, but like how much did you make it? 30?
35.
5? Okay, yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that.
He'll allow it.
2.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Igor's flop best. Igor continues improving on that king.
Oh, Igor.
Oh,
Igor, you always have it here. Yeah.
He has it this time. Impressive.
Oh,
not 100%. Not even 98%. So sick, man.
it is, actually.
It's really not that sick. I feel like people just say so sick for anything now.
Yes, right.
It's more, it's like a saying, mm-hmm. You say so sick.
That's so sick.
You know, I went to Blueberry Hill and they raised the price of pancakes by 25 cents.
Oh, that's so sick. Was that too much? Did I
was
sell
it.
that too much?
That was it? No, that was exactly it. So sick. 6 against 6. So this is so sick though. So sick out kick.
Hey, speaking of so sick, Elke arriving in Las Vegas in the next few days.
Really? Fedor decides not
I think that's a value bet.
to value bet the river. Scoops the pot. These two are playing relatively slowly. We're at blinds of 1,000, 2,000, and their time banks, as you can see, are lower than we've seen them get in quite some time here.
I'm happy. That's all I can tell you. I'm happy.
I know.
Get him, Igor. I think Igor's still, again, whatever his version of tilted is about the ace-3 bluff.
Fedor grinding away at that lead, and now it has a small chip lead.
But can you do so sick in a Phil Locke impression?
Oh, yeah.
The thing about my impressions is sometimes I can do them. And sometimes I can't, you know, like sometimes you feel like you can get into a certain mindset. It's so sick, you don't know.
That's pretty good. That's actually very good.
I'm not good at actually saying the words that he would say because he is just a wordsmith. Like
Of course.
He's a poet. I could do the voice all right. What I need to do is write it. I'm a better writer than improver, believe it or not. 3-bet from Igor Kurganov. Don't have to improvise here. Nice couple of lady kings. Firing back at the other oar. Ooh, Fedor calls and flops kind of the world here.
Yeah. This is fun.
A draw to the world. This is not getting folded.
That's a fun bet by Igor.
Board keeps getting worse for a couple of queens. And Fedor is gonna try to take this away door. $9,000 is the bet. That's under a third of the pot. Man, this is really confusing bet sizing, I think.
Yeah.
And Igor does make the correct call. His hand is still the best hand. Fedor does not catch up. Will he be able to call the river bluff from Fedor? Fedor's got nothing. He is playing the board. Wow, he just decides to give it up. He thinks Igor is too strong. And he's throwing up in his mouth a little bit. He's throwing up in his mouth a little bit when he sees that he could have had 2 queens fold on an ace-king board. He's disgusted with himself. He is mopping up last night's fettuccine, everybody.
Oh, that's a classic Italian
Classic
dish.
Italian dish. Prepared for him specially by Max Pescatore.
The Italian pirate.
You know what's my favorite classic French dish? Cigarettes. Just kidding, guys. Don't key my car.
Thankfully, no French people in this building.
2-8 still good.
Your stack is 100 minus this. No other way to get it right.
Yeah, interesting comment here from Sandy Sanchez, who says who's noticed that Fedor is kind of slow playing 8s
You're born with it, kind of, right?
with 10 big blinds.
Work into it and
Pretty good frickin' run out for slow playing 8s.
Yeah. Because usually if you slow play, you pay.
Fedor.
Is that in the super system?
What?
No, it's my friend Paquette that always says that. Yeah.
I have bad bluff catcher, but it's still kind of a catcher, you know? Looked on the flop like you were considering leading or something, which makes it very unlikely that you have a 7, that you were like thinking about possibly doing stuff. Which makes it very possible that you have a 9 and very impossible you have a deuce or 7.
All
And
right.
very possible you have a ton of other hands.
Yes!
Igor's got queen high and he's thinking this
So many nines.
over.
And you sometimes raise. You did not raise because you wanted to check turn. What am I supposed to do here? I know what I'm supposed to do, but what am I gonna do? I need my app right now. I wanna, in one universe, call, in the other fold.
Does he have an app that allows him to split universes? I gotta get that an app.
You're doing this thing where you like what I'm saying,
True.
talking myself into it, so you don't want to disrupt it. Right?
Confirmed.
Like, just keep going. I'm not gonna say
my hand
anything.
and I have no idea what I did this hand, so
How is that possible?
you'll see.
When in doubt, go with what is right to do, right?
Tell us what that means.
When in doubt, go with like what makes logical sense to do.
So fold.
Am I fully in doubt?
I mean, I think this is great because
No, I will just fold.
you fold, right? Yeah, okay, this is amazing. He's a smart guy, right?
That's a setup.
Right, and you never bet.
Oh, well done.
Really as well big. Like, why would you?
Did he fake the fold?
Therefore,
He didn't actually fold. It's an onside fold.
a queen with another card that's like taking away some of the good things you can have, some of the bad things you can have rather.
What's intriguing here, Joe, is that he said he's either going to call or fold.
So balance with your tanks down.
Why is that? No, well, I mean.
Well, if he pushes all in here, it's.
But he can't at this point.
I know.
Like,
I'm going to go slap on that cube if he does that.
It's just a thing to say, though. It makes sense to say that when you have a deuce and you are considering some weird stuff in the front.
I've seen Igor make weird calls like this against amateurs.
Yeah. This is no amateur.
No.
That's the right move.
He's going to fold, though, right?
Oh, he is.
Are you serious?
in pain.
What is happening? No.
Fold it. Fold one at a time.
He did. He folded. Now, here's why I love the
Roll
fold.
in pre-flop.
It's a big setup. That's what you're going to say, right?
That was the confusing part.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that yet.
Oh, damn.
What I like is that Igor eventually makes
Because like check is right above
what the
like the
fish.
slider,
Yeah, it should-
so it
also-
should be reversed, I
Yeah,
think.
definitely.
So Igor,
Oh, so you had like 4 or 5 suited or something. 5, 6.
God damn it, Igor! I'm trying to tell a story here. I'm trying to set up a bit.
Most likely. Or
I'll wait.
where are we at?
Or ace king.
Sure.
Value bet.
Oh fuck! I was in the no. Now I'm in the big blind. Okay. Confusing sometimes. Yeah.
This guy wins millions of dollars of poker, everybody.
Yeah.
Millions.
It's a little bit confusing. I don't have a fold. Oh yeah, of course I don't have a fold button.
I don't have a fold. Oh my god.
What am I supposed to do? I can raise with
You
that
can
hand?
only raise and call.
By the way, it's 19 big blinds, plays 11 big blinds. We've kind of gotten past the skill portion of this contest. Igor's limping in with the king. I mean, they're playing weird, though, considering how few big blinds everyone's got. Igor's hit his 4. No pair, no draw yet for Fedor.
I missed that earlier, though. Big shout out to Hans, our social media director, who sent us
Some confetti.
some confetti and our next 7 dates.
I win.
So close though. Good odds. Very good odds.
Fedor down to 10 big blinds.
Good bluff, Igor.
Yeah, woo!
Good bluff. Next
Oh wow,
time.
the time is running out actually, right? Have you noticed?
How much do you have?
I don't know. I gotta play fast.
Yeah, 3 and 4 minutes or 4 and 5 minutes.
I do not expect the match to last that long, but we'll see.
You have like, I have a little bit less than you, just a tiny amount though. Oh wow, that was a call.
Igor scratching his beard, so sick. With those nails, though, I am surprised he's not bleeding.
Oh, God. You nailed it.
Yay.
Uh-oh.
Wait, does that count my big blind? I don't think it counts my big blind.
No, you have 21 plus, we have 24 to 7.5 blinds.
Right?
Yeah.
That's anti too, huh?
10%.
Huh. It's the correct
we have the
fold
same
as we
hand?
saw the cards, but that's an interesting
Nearly, I think.
What's wrong with this shit?
This whole thing has been, I think, unstandard. Is that a word? In standard?
I like it.
8 to 2.
It's
Wow,
been
wow.
sittered.
You can have one.
No!
There's another catchphrase for you guys. Poker is
What
Okay.
does that mean?
something about standard and standing. The
Let's
GPL.
snap.
Think about
Oh.
it. There's something there.
Snap.
Oh,
Ah.
hold it.
No, it's pretty. I think that's pretty safely mine. You won the last one. No, that's pretty
It's
safe.
true, it would be, but
And-
it's just not the day where that is how it goes. Oh, the 7
4,
is so close.
Long
5,
straight.
7, 8, 9. It's not a straight. Igor doubles up again. He's won both his all-in confrontations.
Could have restarted beautifully. 50-50
No, he did not
again.
double up. He busted Fedor.
Lucky
Jeez.
Igor.
I gotta get better at that. Tough to tell sometimes
Definitely part of the
where
game.
those,
Do we
where
straight
those chips are
continue, or
at.
is it
I
restart?
don't.
No.
I don't think so.
Wow, Fedor.
So, Igor Kurganov, I was right about one thing. I mean, look, what can you do? But I was right about the fact that he did win both of his all-in confrontations, one time to double up a little earlier on. And so we have the London Royals swiping 3 points just in the nick of time from the LA Sunset. Eric, you want to reflect?
Yeah, great match. It was an intense match, right? They were having fun, but the fun sort of stopped at one point, and it got really serious in there. And you're right, very unconventional by both players. Probably is the players or maybe thinking too much of the other player in the way they were playing, and it's normal with these two geniuses in the cube. That's going to happen at some point.
I think so. You know, there's only so many layers before you sort of work your way back down again. And I think that, but it's great watching it though, right? Like just
fun,
sitting there seeing Igor go through all the hands and kept me quiet. So it's like a win-win for everybody.
And seeing two guys who've combined for $24 million in wins struggle at some point.
$24 million in wins since January.
Right. But seeing that was quite fun as well, right? They were both trying to overthink things, so it's interesting to see that even the best get confused from time to time.
It was fun, and I want to talk for a second about the Ace Trey River reshove. I wasn't a reshove, obviously, but whatever it was, that river bluff by Fedor was really impressive. And more importantly, I thought what was interesting is what happened afterward.
Right.
Which is during the hand, Igor lets Fedor have a peek. And then afterward, Igor's like, what'd you have? And Fedor's like, nah.
You'll see on the stream. Yeah.
Yeah. And it seemed like for a second, Igor was like, for real? Wait, I saw like
I thought we were homies. Yeah.
Right, I saw the whole argument being formulated in his mind, and then Fedor very quickly was like, I had ace high, but still didn't say both cards until Igor was like, no kicker to go with that. So then Fedor finally fessed up ace 3. Great hand though, definitely a highlight for me so far this series. One thing that also came up during their match was, is speech binding? So if I say to you, I call, and then don't, that's fair game in the cube, right? It's the cube, man. You think it's going to be normal?
Yeah.
You think you got these rules to protect you? This binding stuff? No, it's the cube.
There's no rules in the cube.
It's every man.
You can infect your opponent by the way Fedor is just coughing up a lung
Yeah,
there.
that's right. Just all kinds of germs, whatever it is you want to do. We don't have rules yet. We barely have cameras, okay? So we're still... So yeah, binding. It's not the verbal stuff. You can do whatever you want, say whatever you want. It's what buttons you push that matters. Now that's inside the cube.
Yeah.
Now the boys, they're not inside the cube anymore. Igor and Fedor. I was going to combine them. The mutant Fedor right now is on the floor with Laura Cornelius.
I am here on the floor. Well, I can't actually believe it. Fedor has lost something.
Yeah. So, downswing. What can I say?
3 points. Yeah, I think it's time to give up poker now, right?
Yeah,
After
I don't know.
losing
Ill, busting everything. Not a good week.
London Royals, though, 3 points. Liv will be a happy lady. That makes you happy, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. That's all that I aim for.
Good, as you should, to please a lady.
Not the 3 points.
Talk us through some of the highlights in that match. It was quite a long match, actually.
He wins all ins.
Yeah, that was great. That was amazing. I went 2 flips. Beautiful. Slightly better than flips, I guess, but still. I guess the highlight was the 7-9 and the ace-3, ace-5. You know?
Ace-3.
Yeah, that was nice that he bluffed that. Came over, played around. Now we get a feeling on how he behaves.
And the fake fold as well.
A fake fold? Well.
Well.
We'll do fake calls now as well.
Yeah, I will try that next.
Yeah, it's your turn. Well, 3 points to London Royals. We have 2 more matches here in this one. You're going to take some points back for Maria?
I try. I outplayed him clearly, but it didn't, it didn't.
I felt so outplayed. It was amazing.
Right, it is the battle of the Germans. These guys will be back in the cube for game 2. Back to you guys at the desk after this quick break.
Can't get enough of the GPL? Head over to globalpokerleague.com for the most complete and up-to-date standings, schedule, stats, and information on your favorite team, as well as full-length match replays, highlights, and epic hands from all of our matches, and much, much more.
Body's moving slow. 'Cause this love is all night. Moving faster than the sun. Explosions in the sky.
Welcome back to the Global Poker League. We're about to get going on game 2 in a second, but before we do, I want to read some of the contributions from people on Twitch and on Twitter. Like D. Koss, who says, Igor really nailed that first match. Kappa. That's like a thing that means not.
Yeah.
It's like a new kid's version of a not joke.
Or psych.
Like,
Remember
hey, I'm
psych.
Psych, yeah, same
Arsenio
thing. It
Hall,
was
yeah,
psych
yeah.
first. It was like, hey, you want to come to my house for dinner? Psych.
Yeah.
Would never hang out with you.
Girls did that to us.
Now
a
it's
lot.
Kappa.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, there's one.
Oh,
I wanted to read something positive, though.
Yeah, that was great.
Kappa. A lot of people think that that Igor's fingernails is a result of him playing flamenco guitar. I wouldn't surprise me. He's a man of many, many talents. Vamu Holtz says Vander Vasco. You think they have rules? I don't know. There was a nice comment here, and I lost it because you guys are writing too much.
What about Kid Carter saying that Fedor does not have his seal of approval?
Yes, that's it.
How many Aria 25Ks do you need to win in order to have someone's approval?
Well, look, you got to look. It's the battle of the either ors. You can
Yeah.
only pick either or. You can only pick one or. You can't pick or. You have to pick either or.
yeah, and these are two of the big, the heavyweights in this league. Both first round draft picks, so of course, allegiances matter here. Joseph.
Not literally heavyweights. They're
No.
actually quite thin people.
Correct.
And they are about to enter the cube. Let's play some poker. Oh, they're in the cube.
No, they definitely say Wall Ian.
Mother Russia.
Oh, here we go.
We decided to play the third match in Russian.
Aces for Fedor.
Not too much here for Igor.
But then we put Anatoly out of a job, actually.
Buck on Twitch says, I pick Fedor. Don't forget, that is the accidental mutant I created.
You could do everything, and then
Definitely better hands to do stuff.
and then you fold. Bit sad.
You know, Fedor is actually in my new show reel. Because of all the hundreds of jokes I've ever made on the EPT, one of my favorite was where
1,000.
we're on
kinda
this shot of Fedor and he's just got a mountain of chips in front of him. And I go, who's this little cutie pie? What's your curfew?
You do.
He looks young.
Snapchat.
He is young.
I am in big blind. Oh, you mean you snap check behind? That is okay.
Igor's 9 still good. Mad Flavor J says, who do you think has nicer feet, Fedor or Igor? I'm going to go with Fedor.
Ah,
Igor.
Fedor's feet, feminine yet rugged.
I like it.
Yeah.
I can't check raise with this.
No good. Like ace 5, huh? No?
Sean Swag needs a sandwich.
A little bit
Go
different,
make one,
actually.
yo.
I was saying, come on, I got your sandwich right here.
Yeah.
Snap check, you know?
I do
Yeah.
actually. I do have a spare sandwich from Tommy John's.
Go down.
Tommy John.
Just kidding. That's
But
not
they
even a
have
place,
good
is it?
reason
No.
why I make
Good.
One hand bet.
Yeah.
It's good reason.
Tommy John
I
is
was
a
thinking,
surgery.
I was
man.
thinking of Jimmy John's, but I don't go there because he's a big game hunter, Eric. So I don't go to Jimmy John's.
He's a Jimmy John's is a Brock Lesnar sponsor, so that would make sense about the big game.
Yeah, okay.
Brock Lesnar won't be in a cube. Does not fit in a cube.
Probably shouldn't
7 suited.
talk crap about potential advertisers for the GPL. Oh, I do like the sandwiches. Just wish the guy didn't pull the heads off lions.
For no reason. Unless attacked, of course.
Nah, I don't know. If you find yourself in a situation where you're being attacked by a lion, my guess is like the lion's probably been provoked.
Of course.
Nobody's like, I was at the mall, minding my own business. Next thing you know, this lion's starting shit with me.
4 minutes a level isn't that long, actually, right? I'm surprised. It drags out a little bit. Oh wow, I have exactly 50,000 again. I do want to lose this hand right now, so badly. It's just no chance I will. Sometimes you just can't lose. Fedor already on tilt after losing 4% of his stack.
That's the worst.
That's the worst start. Okay.
Goblet Squat says, can we get a profile shot of Igor? I'm trying to grow a beard similar to his and need a side view. We'll do our best. Maybe that's something Laura Cornelius can help out
When will
with.
it end?
We were barely 3-betting, right? I guess because the stack size gets a bit short.
There we go.
You 3-bet one time with garbage. Ah, hello.
There's your side shot. Thank
You ask for
you.
it, you get it.
Thank you.
In the booth.
You're welcome.
Now I have exactly 50,000 again.
Who
I have
exactly
everything I
does
want.
that? So I can thank them by name. I don't really know what
You know I
each
will
person does
always
back
go.
there.
Obviously.
I wasn't listening. What did you just say?
Well, we got the shot of
Oh.
Igor's beard.
Oh, that's
we
the
were
whole
looking
team. That's a
for.
team effort. It's Luis. It's Richard. It's a good team down there.
Really? Because I only wanted to thank
I knew you
certain
were saying
people.
the truth here.
Thank Dorian. He's nice. Sofiane.
I think I say the
Doesn't
truth.
Dorian mean you're welcome?
That's not true.
No.
Sufyan?
I just
Did
said
you say
all
that?
four. There's no other person there.
Is that it?
Yeah.
You got the 4 guys.
Luis, Richard, Dorian, Sofiane. Who am I missing? No one. Unless Ophélie's back there calling the shots, that would make for a better show.
Kind of sounds nice.
Does this annoy you?
No,
I
I
get-
like it.
I don't find it annoying.
You raise?
What about you, Twitch?
Okay, let it go. Let it go.
Queen 7 is not the best hand, but it looks nice on this board. Monk 1324 says sick table talk, and he did not include a kappa, so I'm not sure how to take it. Damn. So sick. Igor and Fedor both have the same straight draw, and Fedor gets Igor to fold, and yeah, Igor's not super comfortable with it.
Dish fold.
Just like my
Ish.
date last night with me getting into her car, he is not super comfortable with it.
I mean, first of all, it wasn't her car, and second, you never asked, so that's a little weird.
Hey! Didn't see you there.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
The
Damn. We had no
Wait,
business
what?
being over there.
Do you remember this one?
The 3-4?
No, it was 5-5, right?
Which? What do you mean? I thought
Where
you mean the heads
five-
up of the main event.
5, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, me. Yeah.
Jacks for Fedor.
My hand. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, the
Did you
ace
worry?
8.
Ace 8.
Igor with 8-5 suited. He's going to call, and he is going to flop an 8,
amazing.
which is going to not be very good for him.
Just everything around there.
Yeah. it was a
So
good time.
weird when the guy just goes for it every time, but also has for it every time, and you just don't know.
That's true.
Igor still
Also
got
when
top
he
pair.
looks like him.
That's also true.
Which means in this either or, I'm going with Fedor. And not Igor. Reckless Tyler says, Jax for Fedor. Sounds like the title of Stape's favorite romance novel.
Davidi. I've learned this one the last match in the cube. There's a new thing.
It's actually my second favorite romance novel. My first is Fedor on the Button.
It's pretty good, actually.
The Davidi, he does always the right thing.
That is a good thing to do.
Seven on the river changes nothing. It's not a very good kicker for Igor. If he thinks some of the time he's going to be up against another 8, he's going to be out-kicked most of those times, so maybe that'll help him weigh his actions toward a fold when he faces this river value bet.
Okay. I have a feeling this is the best, so I'm going for a very tight check.
Wow.
I think you'll
Wow.
I'm gonna
Wow, wow, wow.
Igor thought he had that one, too.
No way.
2 bad card. What is this? 7 of hearts? Come on. Come on. Oh.
Call other hands though.
Yeah, but
But I didn't have other hands.
you have better
I
hands
have
too.
exactly that hand.
Come on, Igor.
Too good.
What do you do?
I like to picture them as a couple, and this is how Igor fights. Yes, I could have picked any other restaurant for dinner, but I didn't. I picked this restaurant.
I feel like I might be dominated there.
You never listened to me.
I think you were dominated. Ay, ay, ay. Been raising?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
faster.
Okay.
It is faster.
Last time we had a little time trouble in the end.
Time Trouble, that's actually the title of my time travel buddy cop comedy. Henchman77 says he forgot to download the newest episode of EPT Not Live this morning. How dare you give me the opportunity to plug my podcast on a different show?
That show does not sponsor this one.
Pretty sure their EPT spending a couple of bucks on this broadcast.
Maybe.
Do I have to remind you of explosions in the sky? Igor started with the best hand, flops the best hand, flops the best draw. Fedor does turn some kind of draw, I guess, but probably not going to like it unless he hits a 6. Because that's really the only end of it he's got.
You were pretty excited about this, huh? You have it.
I have the one and only card.
I know.
The one and only.
You had I'm there.
It, but like
That's
it's pretty much it.
pretty a hand that is not folding, probably.
Joe, a quick look at the WSOP. A lot of GPL players involved in big events. Summer Solstice is in its final day later on tonight. Chris Moorman and Jason Wheeler still in the final 17. A lot of money on the line there. In the mixed Omaha 7-card stud 8 or better event, that sounds like a made-up game.
It sure does.
Fabrice Soulier, 4th in chips. They're down to 13 players there. Look what we got here. The 10K 6-handed no limit hold'em championship. Tony Gregg is the chip leader.
The end boss.
Yeah. And last but not least, the 6-handed no limit hold'em 5K event. That is in its last day. And look who's leading. Tiago Nishihima leading the way.
Is it sort of part of some kind of contract I'm unaware of that I mention EBT, you mention World Series of Poker?
Oh, yeah.
Because if so, I just said it again, so you better...
Don't miss WPT 500. That starts on Monday. Monday, WPT 500. Our friends at WPT.
Fair and balanced here on
you
the
go.
Global Poker League from the Hacienda Business Park.
Oh, you do have the jack.
Igor checks his 3, and he's going to lose at showdown.
You almost killed me there.
Wanted to read a Twitch comment from Monk1324 says, I'd like to meet the most talented poker commentator of all time. So can you introduce me to Gabe Kaplan? The weird thing is, I don't disagree with that
Oh,
statement.
he's the best. No offense to anyone in our
None
business.
taken. And also, I don't know him. I've never met the guy.
Me neither, yeah. A legend.
So I cannot introduce you. But you know what I did do? I was at a thrift store in LA a couple years back, like maybe 5 years ago, and I found a Welcome Back Cotter doll still in the packaging. And I bought it thinking, we could, if I ever met him, I could bring it, really creep it out of him.
Do you think that it's a little like the Aaron Paul thing? There's a little over the Welcome Back Kata, Mr.
I mean,
Kata?
Sure, I believe you.
I think at this point,
Because you
he's
have
had
the
a
right
full
call.
career since then, you know what I mean?
Just
But I'm sure at some point it was annoying to him.
Intentionally want to
Maybe
create
still, but I
chaos.
wouldn't be obnoxious about it.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, hey, Mr. Kaplan, will you sign my doll of you?
Joe, we were too young when that show first came out, but in syndication, that definitely was one of my favorites.
Not for me,
watch.
man. I'm not 100.
In syndication, I said, come on.
I seriously, that'd be like a show that would come on and I'd be like, oh, it's old.
Oh, no.
I didn't watch any of those old shows. I didn't watch Happy Days.
No.
Didn't watch...
Barney Miller?
Nope.
Three's Company?
Nope.
Oh, Lord, you missed out on great television.
Didn't get it. Like, if something looked old to me, it just was never going to be funny. I get it now.
No, Three Stooges is like from 1920s.
Three Stooges is the only thing
No,
that,
see, I
that
disagree.
I watched.
See, I would not watch
that,
Three
that I
Stooges.
got because
Wait.
it was slapstick. It didn't really matter.
God, Joe. How did you get into this business then? How did you become a writer?
Because I discovered, by the way, Igor does have the best hand here if Fedor decides not to bluff the busted draw, but it looks like he's going to this time. We saw him not pull the trigger before, but Igor had a much stronger hand, and Fedor read that correctly. Igor faced with another semi-hero call. He's made some folds to Fedor, hasn't been really happy about it. And folds again.
High five guy saying that I forgot that Mercier was still in it in the Omaha 8 event. Way to bury the lead. Let's be honest, we've talked too much Mercier here. He has surpassed the number of games he's allowed to play just because we've talked about him so much. So that's why I gave Fab Sewell a little love
Pretty well done.
as well.
Can't say the same.
Here for this back.
Igor's going to bet this, and I think we're going to see a call. Since Fedor does have a pair. I'm constantly telling people they can get in touch via Twitch and Twitter. We have a tweet on the line. Bruno says, Igor and Fedor, the clash of the Titans. What a great heads up at GPL.
It's been a great match.
The either or. Who will win? Either or.
I like it.
Oh,
Huckleberry
boy.
Finn saying that does Stapes write everything? I thought he was improvised. No, he writes everything. He's scripted. We are both very scripted here.
This line right now I wrote last night,
Right.
and I wrote that right line too just afterward.
For me, because you write for me as
Yeah.
well. And I appreciate that.
Igor's turned pretty good here, by the way. Mon frere.
Kid Carter blowing my mind in response to Huck Finn saying, was it not improvised when he first wrote it? Wow. Of course it was.
I guess. That's a
Oh.
weird question.
All right. You blew my mind, not Joe's.
Igor's picked a really, really bad spot to raise. If he overplays his queen here, he is going to be full of holes. Fedor holes.
I like it.
52, 48, 93, 259. What happened? You clicked? I make it 11.4, you make it 19.4, right?
This is just such a great spot for Fedor. Igor's made a bunch of marginal folds to him. Now Igor's super strong. Afro thinks Fedor is annoying just because he runs well. Oh, what do you do now, Fedor? Because he's going to have an 8 here. What? Like, pretty much always. The one thing that Fedor may not like about this card is that all the draws missed.
Yeah.
I mean, now that he has a full house, he would like a draw to come in also.
Just to stab him in the chest.
I mean, what are you hoping for there?
It's a tell.
Fedor is all in. Oh, and calls. That is it. Igor loses match number 2. Could not lay down top pair.
Good game.
Good game.
So yeah, I said it. If Igor decides to play the ace queen as hard as he can, he's going to end up full of holes. And so the matches now, not the matches, man. How many times are we going to go over this?
Well, the match is tied.
The match is tied.
1 game apiece.
I could have worked my way out of that, but I didn't. It's games, but it's games that they're playing. The games are 3 points each, and now they're tied at 1-1 at 3 points each.
Yes, we'll have the rubber match, the grudge match coming up next. I think everyone's excited about this one. They really have been playing some fun poker, right, Joe? It's been a little different, a little off the cuff, and we're all confused here, and that's the way that it's supposed to be.
Like Bruno said, it's the Clash of the Titans. It's the either-or match, Fedor, Igor. I would agree with you that I think the play, I'm not going to say anything about the quality of it because I really couldn't say either way. I assume it's probably great, but it's more like it's been really interesting. I think that the way they've chosen to approach each other is quite interesting, that it's not standard lines and standard bet sizing that they're choosing, and I like that. And it seems to have challenged each other to do the same.
Yeah, I think they both really appreciate this match themselves. It's been fun for them, I'm sure, to be challenged differently than what they might be used to playing 2,000-player fields at the World Series of Poker. Not to say anything wrong about those people.
No, that's all right. But let's just hear what they have to say for themselves. Go get them, corn dog.
Thanks, Joe. Fedor Holz. It's not the end of the run. It's okay. 3 points equal between the London Royals and the LA Sunset now. How did you find that?
Yeah, he picked up a towel, and I don't know. I won, I guess.
Talk us through that last hand.
I had big hand. He got a bigger hand. Even bigger. Like
Even
I felt
bigger.
I had like top. I thought top.
They had 3 pair.
Pretty good. Even
What
that
can you
at
do?
the river. Yeah. I mean, I have a very strong hand. If he checks the turn, I also bet it on every single time. I'm happy to continue with that hand for my whole stack, with him having roughly as many queens as 5s and some other stuff. So I raise against that. I'm happy.
Is Liv and Maria watching? Do you know? Are they analysing your play today?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, taking
They're
down
gonna
notes.
put us into a room afterwards and tell us what we did right and what we did wrong. I don't know what punishments you guys have, but we actually...
The whip.
The whip?
Oh, you have whips in the LA Sunset.
Oof.
Do you have whips?
Yeah, Liv got like one with 5 ends so that she can punish all of us together when we misbehave.
Oh, we're going to have to bring the whips onto the show, I think, next time.
The finals. She will be behind.
In the queue.
The evening show.
This is just going on a tangent. I think I need to stop it. It's 1-1 here, LA
This cube could
Sunset.
be used for other stuff.
1-1. Who's going to take this decider?
I don't know.
German.
A German,
A
that's
German.
for sure, yeah.
Yep,
With a Russian name.
I
With
could
a Russian
go with
name.
that, maybe. Well, let's check it out. Game 3 is about to kick off. One of these guys has to win. It will be LA Sunset or it will be the London Royals.
That, you can stop
It
there.
will? Okay. We'll see after this quick break.
Can't get enough of the GPL? Head over to globalpokerleague.com for the most complete and up-to-date standings, schedule, stats, and information on your favorite team, as well as full-length match replays, highlights, and epic hands from all of our matches, and much, much more.
Breathe the air just like a fire, we can't control it. See explosions in the sky. Moving faster than the sun over horizon. Chance it all to feel alive. Body's moving slow. 'Cause this love is all night. Moving faster than the sun. Explosions in the sky.
I really feel like I'm watching an SNL skit of sportscasting, except it's not funny. Well, it's cool that you expect us not to be funny, and yet we
like
are.
it.
Yet we surprise you. Eric, you were asking me earlier, actually, what it was, like how, like what was my influence into comedy?
Yeah,
like why, if I
very
didn't watch
curious.
any of those old TV shows.
Right. I would think for most in your generation, that would be the type of show that inspired them to
Well, A, I
maybe a
wasn't-
Cheers, maybe
I wasn't allowed to watch daytime TV, so the kinds of shows you're talking about, they were on in the afternoon,
right.
like after school and
Of
stuff.
course.
So my parents are kind of strict. I didn't have the daytime TV, and I didn't have a TV in my room. Wasn't allowed it.
Wow.
So then one time I was spending the night at my grandmother's house, and there happened to be an old TV in the room I was staying in, and it was the night that Macaulay Culkin hosted Saturday Night Live, and so I basically saw like a 10-year-old kid
right.
on one of the greatest comedy shows of all time, and I was like, oh my God, kids can do comedy on adult
I
TV
see.
shows. This is the best thing. And I ended up spending basically every Saturday night at my grandma's house for the rest of my childhood
Yeah.
so I could watch Saturday Night Live, and that's why I love comedy.
He turned out great.
I did, thank you.
No,
I
I'm talking about
appreciate
Macaulay.
it.
Macaulay Culkin.
Oh.
Remember when he was in poker for 7 minutes with Mila Kunis? They had that show on
Yeah,
TV?
you know what? Oh, yeah, that was the Hollywood home game.
Of course.
You know, I'm going to tell an anecdote about that when we once we get down into the cube and these guys start thinking about it. Let's go there now.
Find out the best things before the show.
Hip hop poker. That's my favorite.
Okay, so this is
Alright.
really weird. Is that I had been pitching a similar game around town in Hollywood, and they ended up doing this one. Well, I had the same. It was the same name, but it was a different format to the show.
I got you.
That's actually cool.
And in the first episode, it was Mila Kunis, I believe, at her house or her and
Yes.
Macaulay's house. My friend Ike Barinholtz was in the game, but he was on Mad TV at the time. And in the graphics of the show, they just listed him as Ike Barinholtz's friend. Like everyone else, it was like that 70s show.
Right, of course. Yeah, Laura
Lord,
Prepon.
Lord
yeah.
of the Rings.
Yeah.
And it was like Ike Barinholtz's friend. And he got
That's-
burned super bad.
That'd be definitely
And now, obviously, he's like on the Mindy Project, and he's in the
course.
Suicide Squad, and he
Yeah.
just wrote the new Central Intelligence movie.
Awesome.
And he is listed as friend.
Central Intelligence, that's starring...
Did I say Central Intelligence Agency like an old person
Yeah,
did? Would?
he did, yeah.
Oh my God.
It's starring Aaron Paul, right?
It's over for me. Aaron Paul is in it. Fedor flops trips here.
Boom.
Ah,
Go home.
trip deuces.
Wow.
Who would have been part of that cast during the Macaulay Culkin show? Was that still John Lovitz and company, or was that after?
On Saturday Night Live?
Who would have been that cast at that time? Was it the Mike Myers, the Golden
Oh, yeah,
Years?
yeah. It was Mike Myers. He did
Yeah.
a sketch in the tub with Mike Myers playing Simon.
Oh, of course.
I believe there might have been a Wayne's World sketch that
Right.
opened that show.
So there'd been some Phil Hartman
No.
love and
Yeah, I mean, it was the absolute, wheelhouse
Yeah.
as far as I was concerned.
Dana Carvey.
Massive Head Wound Harry, that kind of, those kinds of characters. Deuces never loses, says Nemax.
Sean Swag. Good chemistry between commentators. That is because we are sharing a room. Joe on the top bunk.
I don't know why you had to drive separately
What
today,
am I?
though. Don't
Yeah, that is
leave
weird.
the house angry. That's what I
I'm
say.
sorry.
We're going at
The
it.
crowd goes wild.
On this day in gaming, Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive was released on this day in North America and Europe 25 years ago.
Wow.
Incentivize fast play, right?
True.
Give him an extra point or whatever.
Igor's King High good at Showdown.
At the end of like...
They should give an extra point for the best table talk.
Yeah, that too.
Mike Watson running around with
Or for
Waterloo with his
six
father.
max for most hands.
Mike
played
McDonald,
L. Timex.
and that's his mother.
His mother.
Man,
Close enough.
that was... Yikes. Fedor continues to flop pretty good in this second game.
I'm waiting.
This third game.
Fast enough. No, 2 times trip deuces?
Pocket nines!
Oh, wow.
That's it.
I had
Ay, ay, ay.
quite the backdoor straight draws,
Ay, ay, ay.
but very bad ones.
Ay, caramba.
So that was it? You had your strong hands? Yeah.
What happened here?
I raised on the button. You're on the big blind.
Okay.
I make it 940. You make a 3-bet. I make a fold. I have shit hand.
That means not a good hand.
Good timing. I think we
What
played
does, a
quite
shit
few
hand?
hands
Yeah.
on this level. It's kind of nice. But I mean, we just pre-flopped it up. Pre-flop it up.
We're just speeding the game.
Yeah, we're playing pretty quick here. Fedor turns the nut straight. Igor has got a couple outs. Some to a
No.
chop, some to a
Snap
flush.
Snap min raise.
Snap me in the
Snap
race.
min raise. Igor still can't fold, but I assume he just calls now.
Okay.
He's thinking about it.
That was a tell for sure.
I don't know.
See, I don't know what these guys are going to do.
4,000?
Igor's raising it back. Oh boy, this could be GGIGOR. Which or will the either or match go to? Fedor, Igor.
The thing is, I have a hand.
Yeah, I know you wanted to snap call, not to snap fold.
Don't act like you know what he has, Igor. If you did, you wouldn't be doing this.
Like, what happened here? Like, I made it.
I
I
make
min
it
raised to
2,000.
4, and then you
I make
raised to.
No, I bet pot on the turn.
You made a 10 now, right?
Yeah. I make 2, you make 4K, I make it 10K. Is that right? Yeah. Pot was 2, I bet 2.
Fedor. Igor doesn't get there. Is he going to empty the clip? Wow, he bets like 2/3 of his stack into the nuts. Quick call from Fedor. No slow roll. Oof. Today, my friends. Decrypme says, feel the wrath of the LA sunset.
No. Was that all? All of it? Wow. I had the perfect hand for it as well.
Acting like 0 to 10. What do you think?
Wow. 9.5, Fedor.
Thank you.
9.5.
On the turn, I actually had a decision. I mean, I knew you had a good hand, but I had a decision like, how do I play? Do I like then call or do I?
But the min raise was a mistake.
They're laughing at the
min
fact
raise
that he
wasn't.
just called with the nuts,
Yeah,
right?
but
And
why
didn't
did
raise.
you have a decision then after?
Because I wasn't sure if I like click it back or. But I would never do that.
Right.
I would never do that. You limped? Play 15, right? Yeah. Check.
You little shit.
I'm using the cube.
You are. Wow. It's the perfect hand. that I
Thrill's
had
saying it was a
for-
paired board. I probably missed that. Sure I did. Thank you.
To get fucked, I mean.
Hey.
If I have an ace, I lose way less.
We're laughing over his acting on the
So much
turn.
less. Just
I mean, I
call,
didn't even realize
check
it
call.
was worth mentioning, to be honest, but
Yeah, those two seem really
Well done.
I hear you guys. I hear you. I'm sorry. I missed that it was a paired board. Thank you, DCOS. Unfortunately for us, when the hands go away, they're gone.
they're gone.
We're going to get a little fruit machine next season, I hope. That's what we call the little scrolly thing. It says what the action is.
I like fruit.
And these earphones. That's what
Joe, tomorrow's action, Friday, June 24th, 11 a.m. Pacific time. We have the Las Vegas Moneymakers and the Berlin Bears. Tune in for that one. That'll be exciting. Then doubleheader Sunday. We're off Saturday. Doubleheader Sunday. Montreal versus Rome, followed by Sao Paulo and Paris.
Now you're just saying cities.
Yeah. Because I don't know who's playing those matches. Nope, don't say those two names.
Wait, that's okay. You have 16, right? 20 bigs.
Yeah, a bit less.
I won't say those two names.
They've been changed. What I can tell you is Monday, June 27th, Kitty Quo in the cube for the first time ever.
Go
As you
your
know, Joe,
side.
one of my favorites. She has her own side, which is great. She'll be very comfortable.
I really hope she says go your side while she's here. Who does she play for?
The San Francisco Rush. Faraz Jock, I begged him to pick her. I begged everyone. Kitty playing the Hong Kong team, so that'll be interesting as well.
Kitty.
Always have it.
Always do.
You had it.
I had
Did he?
I know.
I know, you know.
There's Pedro giving Kitty Quo some love.
Way too good.
Funny tweet here from Jennifer Tilley. 6-max is like playing heads up with 5 people.
That's quite fantastic. Oh, that's really funny.
Pretty good.
Pedro, apologies. It will not be against Selena Lynn as she gets into town the 29th, I believe. So we will miss Selena Lynn. She's currently in Asia playing some big tournaments down there and coming to America very shortly.
What? 880?
It's half
Yeah,
pot.
it's half pot.
Igor. It's a queen in the door. He is beating Fedor.
Oh, you're so good.
Should I sing to you some more?
Oh, my Lord. Colm on Twitter calling us the JE train or the G train. I don't know how to say it, Joe. Thank you, Colm, for your kind comments. To answer the question, actually, let's look at this hand before I talk. Who cares about me with this thing?
Finally, the suspenseful music is appropriate.
That's right. Igor only has 20 blinds at this point, too, so 3 bets.
And we've got a fairly action-y flop. Speaking of action-y flops, Independence Day, going to see it later.
Enjoy.
Top pair for Fedor, up and down. No, I got it wrong. I keep confusing my either ors.
Is, I'll forget his name. Dear John, Judd,
Judd Nelson?
Is he
No,
back
not
in this?
Nelson. Judd Hirsch.
Hirsch.
I do not know.
Because that would be awesome.
So, what was top pair for Igor of
Yeah.
the either ors, up against the up and down straight draw of the Fedor of the either ors, which is weird though, because the straight draw didn't get there, but now it's
Yeah.
beating ace queen.
Yeah, this hand has turned funky. Wow.
Thrills XL says, damn, Fedor is so damn good.
Oh, I love it when he bets like that and Igor has no clue what to do. Makes me feel good about myself. I never have any clue.
Has got a very short stack, especially if he makes this call. Sandy Sanchez says Fedor runs like El Chapo.
Just a call.
Igor call. These seriously guys have become one dude for me.
Yeah.
Fedor and Eater. That's it. It's all gone.
So what do you think? Is it the J train? The JE train? That's us, by the way. Colm, I'm reading the rest of his tweet here saying that we are like cheese and fine wine.
Let's
It has to be organic wine, Joe.
overselling it a little bit.
Quick.
Igor, very short stack now. That's what I was trying to say before.
Oh, this might be it.
Quick one. 8 big blinds. Yep.
Fedor's all in.
Boom.
Igor calls. He is at
And he
risk.
hits.
Hits a queen, though. Fedor's going to need to
Do I
catch
really
up.
have to grind you more.
5 does not help. No ace on the river, and Igor stays alive.
Grind begins.
The grind.
Full house.
Wow. Okay. Let's keep
Full
going.
house is good.
Igor doubles up to 15 big blinds.
How do you have such amazingly lucky timing with
Wow,
the
this would be a
ten?
better hand if Igor goes all in.
Fucking 10 deuce.
Whoa.
Sorry. Do they not say these words?
Fedor wins.
Not loud. Not loud.
Fedor just apologized for Igor swearing here.
Thank you, Buck Fitches, for
Hey.
that. Fedor wins. I mean, no matter what happens, Fedor comes out victorious. Fedor is the only guaranteed winner in the either-or. He takes another small one there. Fedor, that is. Canna Grower says Igor greater than Fedor, but is Fedor greater than
Nothing is bigger than
Idor.
Fedor. Oh yeah. Maybe they mean Igor is older than Fedor, and that's true. Igor's 30. Fedor's 22. God, 22. Just oh, and he's brought his iPad to play next to each other here.
Come on, let's just play next to each other. No, I like my space. Fedor wins another one.
This would be a way to
Better
see
man.
Kitty say go your side, you know.
Better.
Otherwise you hit.
So the numbat says Fedor is greater than Idor. Does anyone else think that the reverse is true?
Most likely.
Oh, Reckless Tyler says Fedor is better than Jorik. That's us.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Yorick from Game of Thrones.
Oh, I don't
That's
know
not
that
us.
show.
Yeah, that's not us. Don't
I
worry.
think that's Joe and Eric.
The fake all in.
Let's play a hand together.
Not a fake all in. An all in, all in.
Oh, you don't go all in? Oh no, you did go all in.
You did.
Is Igor going to call with 10-9 suited?
What is that? Iggy.
Iggy.
Why did you get yourself into this? You wanted to shove it first.
Iggy, Iggy,
And
Iggy.
then I
You've
wanted
been a
to-
bad
no, you
monkey.
wanted to
It
shove
is Joe and
first,
Eric.
And then
Of
you were
course.
like,
Still 12.5 big blinds against Fedor. We can play a bit of poker.
try it.
You could play even more with 24 big blinds, though.
Oh wow, I tried to fold, it didn't work.
Winchester 185 says, are they just looking at each other's cards?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No, their cards are covered up.
Of course.
You have to press a button to reveal them.
although Igor there did show his hand, but that didn't matter as Fedor was all in.
If Fedor is better than Idor, then how many cheeseburgers does Stapes bathe himself in tonight? Never thought of that, but it sounds awesome. I do
You can't
love
really
cheeseburgers.
bathe. It's almost like a bed.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Plus, all the cheeseburgers would fall apart.
Oh.
How many, if you were a meat eater, you were at some point in your life or not?
I was, yes.
Did
For
you
most
like
of my life.
McDonald's?
I was all right with it.
How many McDonald's single cheeseburgers could you eat in a sitting, like in your prime?
Might work against me too.
I once ate 5 Baconators on a bet.
We were all
I do now remember the.
I had a bet too for burgers.
I do, and remember when Ali Najad had his eat everything off the Taco Bell menu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
in a charity tournament.
So I did eat
And
5
I-
Baconators.
while, like,
That's
the
pretty
promotion
good.
was going
Big
on,
Eater's
everyone was
Big Eater's
talking
not a
about it.
huge burger, but
No, but it's got a lot of stuff.
5 of anything is a lot.
And he like looks down and is like, what the fuck, like going 3 suited.
Blind 6 and 12.
It is
In this, the
crazy.
final match, the decider.
Came back because I wanted to leave anyway. I started winning with the worst hand. It's all on YouTube.
No Habs fan, Joe's not a vegan.
Wow, good fold.
Thank you. What just happened?
I limped and you checked.
No, I didn't.
Well,
Shut up, you checked.
What the fuck?
You checked. Dreyfus, get the briefcase full of money.
I didn't check.
turn your hand over.
Yeah.
Our resident technician, Igor Kurganov.
2-1.
Look, sometimes there's a glitch. We apologize.
I mean, that is like so annoying.
Wow, that is probably really annoying.
Yeah, more annoying for Igor.
Yeah.
Hey, we could have some fun here.
All right.
How often do you?
How
like,
you
what
try
the-
to win this?
What the?
How are you gonna try to win this, huh? You gonna make a flush?
Fedor's pretty much flop dead.
He will not make a
God.
flush.
So yeah, we just have different styles.
Igor doubles up again.
We have the pre-flop.
Very different styles.
Very different styles.
You fold tens, I guess.
I do, because I think I can, win post-flop. You risk it all with a merely pair.
Crazy stuff post-flop so far.
Igor back up to 19 big blinds. You'd think King High would be good here sometimes, just not this time. And Igor folds the worst hand.
Got you.
Fedor with small suited connectors. Igor with ace high. Fedor's limped. Igor's all in. Fedor folds. But they were suited. Uh-oh. Clinkers for Fedor. Igor just limps. Does he slow play? Did he slow play those eights in an earlier game? Kings are obviously a slightly different hand. And he makes it 4,000.
San Francisco Rush asking
Igor folds.
if Fedor wins, would he be the first player to do a comeback, to lose the first match and then first game and win the next two? No, it's happened quite a few times actually, including Olivier Bousquet, of course, who lost twice in a row, week 5 and 7, and then won the match, won the next two. So it's happened a few times. Sean Swag now really hungry for a Baconator. Sorry, bro.
Wendy's, the official sponsor of the 2016 Global Poker League Summer Series. Check out our new Baconator.
We'll take it.
If it's good enough for Eric Dennis's mouth, it's good enough for you, the Baconator. the Hail Grinder. A good troll would like come up with new things like every time if you want to bother me. Like change the joke up. Don't write the same one. Keep going until you find something that really gets to me.
Oh yeah, that's
great.
God, those were jokes from like 2007.
Well, I mean, you can get to me, but just not yet.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving you good advice.
Delicious flop for the Kurganator. See, that sounds like Baconator. I tried to do that.
If Igor Kurganov happens to win 2 out of 3 in today's match, bring your GPL ticket stub to Wendy's for a free upgrade to a Kurganator. It's Wendy's typical Baconator, but with poker chip shaved pickles.
Oh, I like it.
The Kurganator. Did you see, by the way, Fedor just won this match?
Yeah.
Igor has tried to just raise by pressing the call button and sliding it up. Luckily for him, it didn't work. Fedor rivers a boat.
Shocking.
Igor, again, just a terrible spot with top pair. He's going to call. No, he doesn't call. He raises in for his last one chip. Fedor attempts to raise again, but cannot because he has Igor covered, and this match is over.
I didn't even see that it wasn't an all-in. I saw it way too late. I could have had 800 chips, goddammit.
That would have been fun.
Yeah. Good game?
Good game. That's good. Out of here.
So things turned out sort of the way we thought they might with Fedor
Holz.
What is it?
No, that's not him.
Hor?
No.
Sorry, it's thinking of someone else.
someone
Yeah, with Fedor Holz continuing to run the way he has been and continuing to win the way he has been, I don't want to take away from the man's achievements at all by saying he's running well, but obviously we know that when you are on a streak like this in poker, it's a combination of those two factors, and he did seem to run slightly better than Igor Kurganov in those last two games.
Yeah, and we've had a lot of questions about why Olivier Bousquet and Fedor Holz keep on being put in the cube or even in any match by Maria Ho, and this explains it. He's also running very well in the GPL, 56 points now for him, 122 points for the team, so really a good start to the year, halfway through now. Boy, why would you not want to play Fedor Holz until he loses, and he has not lost a lot in the GPL, so I'd keep putting him out there.
Now, as far as points go for the various sections of the league, like every match here is worth 9. Is that consistent throughout the season? So whatever we do for the next part of the season will be 9 points up for grabs per match also?
In heads-up play, yes. Whereas in 6-max competition, there's several points available, a total of 14.
See, what I'm thinking
points.
is maybe you don't burn out Fedor on the heads-up matches, though, and maybe you want to keep him for the matches where he has a potential to win even more points.
Yeah, actually, this would be where, well, I guess if he's playing 2 6 matches, so yeah, I mean, this would be where he would pick up the most points, 9 points instead of 7.
So that's what I mean.
One
okay, so you
individual
would
match.
want to play him the most in heads-up.
Yep.
Makes perfect sense. So this match eventually did go to the LA Sunset. They ended up with 6 points, only 3 points for the London Royals. We're going to hear from each of those players right now. They're on the floor with Laura.
Thank you, Joe. Congratulations, LA Sunset. Well, it's Fedor Holz. You couldn't let him lose, could you?
No, even
It's
I
just a
won
good
some
friend.
all-ins. He still won. That was nice.
So 122 points now for LA Sunset, second place. In fact, both of your teams now in second place, but in your different conferences. Happy?
I mean, it was fun. It's quite warm in here. Like feels like Vegas.
You've already been in the cube, though. How was your debut in the cube? How did you feel?
I enjoyed it. I like the setup. I think there's some stuff to mess around with. I like that option. Clearly, he messed around with some of the stuff. It was good.
We saw you messing around, moving around, you know.
Yeah, but he did the beautiful. Oh!
Oh no!
Oh no!
What did I do?
Do you stand in front of the mirror and just like, oh no, oh no, oh no?
Pretty much, yeah.
You're heading off to the Rio, to the WSOP now. Are you going to sort of bring in some of the moves that you've made in there to the table?
Oh no!
Yeah.
We'll try.
I think you should.
Yeah, we should.
See how it
do
goes.
Oh no.
What are you going to play?
10K 6 max.
Yeah.
So right, let's go.
And for you too?
Maybe.
Not decided.
Definitely.
There you go. All right, thanks so much for joining us, Fedor Holz and Igor Kurganov. 6 points for the LA Sunset, 3 points for the London Royals. Back to you guys. These guys have more poker to play. Thanks.
Fedor, Igor, more like orgasm, am I right? Huh? What a day this has been.
That was awesome.
Let's see how this has affected the league standings.
Let's. Starting off with the Americas Conference, we saw Montreal picking up those imaginary points from that match with the London Royals. And look at LA, really a great job here by Fedor picking up 6 points. They're still now 5 points behind is what they started with before those 6 points were added to the Montreal team stats. The difference here, Joe, is that Montreal still has a game in hand. They are back in the cube against Rome on Sunday. That is bad news for those Rome Emperors. So good result here from the Sunset from Fedor Holz. We shouldn't expect anything else from Fedor. The next LA Sunset member expected in the cube, Olivier Bousquet, who has not done so bad himself.
Choking people out and stuff, or whatever it is.
Some stuff, yeah.
He does. Okay, so that's the story with my Asia, but what's the story with Eurasia?
Eurasia, your favorite continents. The Moscow Wolverines will keep the lead. Only 3 points here by the London Royals, so they're now tied with the Hong Kong Stars in the standings. However, Hong Kong does have a game in hand. Hong Kong back in the cube on Monday. That is that match against Kitty Kuo of the San Francisco Rush. So we'll have to see who Selena Lin decides to play in that matchup. It'll be interesting to see who that player is because big points are on the line. They will have a chance at matching the Moscow Wolverines should they win. Mentioned Rome here is still in last place, and they get to play the best team in the league in the Montreal Nationals next. So bad news for those Roman Emperors.
And how about the league's top scorers?
Yeah, we'll see someone named Fedor Holz really picking the pace here. 56 points so far. He's really played well in the cube. Yeah, doing pretty well for himself. He's followed by Anatoly Filatov, the top scoring manager. After 10 matches, 47 points. Hey, it's all sunny for the Sunset. See what I did there?
Yeah, got him.
Yeah, Olivier Bousquet, 42 points. He's tied now with Randy Liu at 42 as well. Felipe Mojave Ramos, one of our favorites, 39 points. And Mike Leo, who's been playing a ton here in the Summer Series, in the top 6, but obviously a little disappointed that he's only picked up 6 points so far in the cube.
Now, Eric, I heard there's a bit of a mystery, or has the mystery been solved as to who's playing tomorrow?
Well, we know the teams.
Oh, we know
just
the
don't know the
teams.
players.
We're halfway there.
We are expecting Jonathan Duhamel to be playing for the Las Vegas Moneymakers.
Jonathan, come to me. I miss you, mon frère.
Right. But we still don't have official confirmation because he is involved in a tournament today. Jonathan going back home on Sunday. His girlfriend about to deliver a baby. He wants to be there to say, hey. And it's Las Vegas versus the Berlin Bears, so we'll have to see what happens there. But that's a big match for the Bears, obviously, and for the Moneymakers. They're both teams fighting for a playoff spot in their respective conferences, so there's going to be some movement there tomorrow.
Did somebody become an obstetrician in the meantime, in the offseason?
You mean Duhamel?
You said he's going to be delivering a baby.
Yeah, no, he's that good.
God, he's so accomplished.
Joe, the free health here in Canada is self-serve healthcare, so...
Is that what it is? You just sort of walk up and scan your wife's
hey,
and just deliver it yourself? Probably. That's probably where we're heading. Yeah. Guess where we're heading? Out of here.
It's hot.
Out of this building. That's all the show we got for you guys today. Thank you to the either-or match, Fedor Holz and Igor Kurganov. For Laura Cornelius and Eric Danis, I am Joe Stapleton. Smell you later.
Can't get enough of the GPL? Head over to globalpokerleague.com for the most complete and up-to-date standings, schedule, stats, and information on your favorite team, as well as full-length match replays, highlights, and epic hands from all of our matches, and much, much more.
Breathe the air just like a fire we can't control. coming slow. 'Cause this love